Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're wading into the murky swamp that is American politics to talk about, you guessed it, Donald J. Trump. Look, I know what you're thinking. Another Trump video? It's like a tequila hangover that just won't quit. But trust me, this isn't some rehashed news cycle regurgitation. We're diving deep into the potential landmines, the what-ifs, the decisions that could make America great again, or, trigger an existential crisis for bald eagles. Buckle up because we're about to unpack the top 10 bold moves we might see from Trump in 2024. First up, the big one. Will he or won't he run in 2024? Because let's be honest, Trump announcing his candidacy is about as surprising as a toddler throwing a tantrum in a supermarket. It's inevitable. But this time around, it's not just about red hats and rallies, it's about whether America's democracy can survive another 4 years of, we're talking potential legal challenges, a Republican Party that's more divided than a Thanksgiving dinner with your drunk uncle, and the very real possibility of another nail-biting down-to-the-wire election. Next, let's talk immigration. If you thought Trump's wall was just a metaphor, well, bless your heart. But here's the kicker. It's not just about physical barriers. We're talking about potential crackdowns on legal immigration. Asylum seekers being treated like they're auditioning for a role in a dystopian thriller, and a whole lot of fear-mongering that would make a Fox News anchor blush. Because when it comes to immigration, Trump's playbook is simple: divide and conquer. Remember Obamacare? Trump sure does, and he spent the last few years trying to dismantle it faster than a toddler demolishing a birthday cake. But what does he have planned for healthcare in 2024? Well, details are about as clear as Trump's understanding of the nuclear triad, but one thing's for sure. If you're one of the millions of Americans who rely on the Affordable Care Act, you might want to invest in a good health insurance broker. Or, a time machine. China. The country Trump loves to hate, except when he's slapping tariffs on them like he's playing a high-stakes game of whack-a-mole. But what can we expect from U.S.-China relations in a potential second Trump term? Well, buckle up for more trade wars, more Twitter tirades, and more diplomatic gaffes than you can shake a stick at. It's going to be a wild ride, folks. And I'm not sure anyone's got the Dramamine for this one. Let's be honest, the economy is kind of Trump's jam. Or at least it was before, the whole pandemic thing. But what does he have in store for round two? Well, expect more tax cuts for the wealthy, more deregulation that would make a Wall Street banker blush, and a whole lot of talk about job creators that somehow never seems to translate into actual jobs for, regular people. Remember when Trump declared war on social media? Yeah, that was a thing. And if he gets another 4 years, you can bet your bottom dollar, or Bitcoin as it were, that he'll be back for more. We're talking potential crackdowns on big tech, attempts to regulate social media platforms, and maybe even a presidential TikTok ban. Because nothing says free speech quite like a government that dictates what you can and can't say online. Climate change? A hoax perpetrated by the Chinese? That's the kind of environmental policy we can expect from a second Trump term. Get ready for more deregulation of the fossil fuel industry, more withdrawal from international climate agreements, and more denial of basic science that would make a flat earther blush. Public education in America? Let's just say it's not exactly thriving. And under a second Trump administration, things could get a whole lot worse. We're talking potential cuts to public school funding, a renewed push for school choice and charter schools, and a Secretary of Education who probably thinks the Common Core is some kind of socialist conspiracy. Trump loves to talk about law and order, but what does that actually mean? Well, if his first term is anything to go by, we can expect more mass incarceration, more militarization of the police, and more policies that disproportionately target communities of color, because nothing says justice quite like a system that criminalizes poverty and perpetuates systemic racism. Remember when Trump said he'd appoint pro-life judges? Yeah, that wasn't just campaign rhetoric. If he gets another 4 years, he could have the opportunity to appoint even more conservative justices to the Supreme Court, cementing a right-wing majority for decades to come. And if you think Roe v. Wade is on shaky ground now, just wait until Trump gets his hands on the highest court in the land. So there you have it, the top 10 bold moves we might see from Donald Trump in 2024. Will he actually follow through on all of them? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, it's gonna be a wild ride. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates. See you next time.